Hi, I'm Jay Leonard J, and this is the Heretic Fuzz. Let me tell you about my favorite fuzz tone. Everyone talks about like the really woolly, fat Jimi Hendrix tone, and everyone talks about like, the sweet, sustainy, Big Muff Pie, David Gilmour tone. And those are awesome. Those are really awesome, don't get me wrong. But then there's that other side of fuzzes. I'm talking like Jimmy Page's early 70s Led Zeppelin tone, or Norman Greenbaum's Spirit in the Sky. The intro part, like the main lead part to the Rolling Stones' Satisfaction, any good 70s Jeff Beck tone is just, that's what makes me excited. The sound of a tone bender, the sound of a Jordan Boss tone, the sound of a Maestro fuzz. I love them. Pretty much if the fuzz sounds like what I would imagine Chuck Norris's electric shaver to sound like, that's what I think a really, really cool fuzz tone is. However, there are problems with those kind of fuzzes. They're a little wimpy on the bass side. There's only really one good sound per pedal, and there's always that point in the gig where you like have the fuzz on and you're playing it and you're kind of thinking like the battery's dead in the pedal, but no, it's not dead. It's just what the pedal sounds like. With all those problems being noted, there's some mad scientists down in Russia that came out with this fantastic pedal called the Heretic Fuzz. The Heretic Fuzz is an absolutely beautiful, hand-wired, point-to-point fuzz made with top-shelf components. Like a fuzz face, the Heretic Fuzz cleans up very well with your volume knob, and like a Big Muff Pie, it's actually quite buffer-friendly. Another great thing about this Heretic Fuzz is it sounds fantastic when you're stacking it with other overdrives before or after the unit. I've had this pedal on my board for the last week, and to be honest with you, I think I'm gonna probably keep it on a little bit longer. I love the way this thing is voiced, and I'm gonna show you exactly why. Stick around, let's do this demo. Okay, here's my clean tone. Let's hear what it sounds like with a little bit of gain here. Here we go. Oh, do you remember that tune? My mom used to love that stuff. Well, let's dig into this pedal a little bit and see what it can do, eh? So we got a level and a drive knob, which works exactly how you'd expect it to. And then we have this throttle knob. The way this works is on the lower end of it, it's a nice kind of a tighter sound. Right? And then on the top end of it, you get this like Velcro-y thing, right? It kind of sounds like if you're like in like like a brook on a spring day and you're taking a nap and there's like a little mosquito kind of like buzzing in your ear. That's what. Oh, wait. That's the sound. What really makes this pedal stand out really well is kind of the interaction between the color and the range knob. The range knob is kind of it just adds low end as you go up. So as you see, it gets really deep. And then the color is like your tone knob. So if you want to get like those really nice Big Muff Pie kind of tones, like that smooth, sustainy overdrive, give yourself lots of that low end and give yourself a good amount of that color, and just watch how that really comes together really perfectly. Nasty stuff. Let's go on the other end of it. We're gonna go take away a lot of that low end and then take away a lot of that tone. And check this out, you end up with this really cool 70s boxy tone that, you know, sits in that right little place and just really kicks right through. For a long time, I always kind of considered myself on the overdrive side of the gain spectrum. And what I mean by that is I always had trouble with fuzzes because of the way the notes would bloom and like that sag that you get with it. And I was used to the immediacy of an overdrive and the touch of an overdrive. But I always was very envious of that nice harmonic richness you get with a fuzz pedal. If you are one of those players, this is the perfect fuzz for you because of this boost switch. We've been running most of our settings with the boost on, but if you take it off, what you do is you actually get a little bit of that overdrive touch back, and it has that nice little fuzz element in there just to kind of make it a little bit more exciting. Let me show what I'm doing. I just have a little bit of low end added, not very much color in there, and just absolute Christmas in the tone. Check this out. Oof. Forget about it. Now let's go look at the other side of the overdrive spectrum. Give ourselves a little bit more gain to play with. So what I did is I added a little bit more low end and I added a little bit more color. And just listen to how cool this sounds. Here we go. And if you roll off the volume knob, just look at this, it cleans up perfectly. Sold. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. I want to thank all my subscribers for just hanging out with me and sticking around and kind of pushing me to make these videos better and better for you. And finally, I want to thank the guys at Hiero, the guys that made the Heretic fuzz for making this fantastic pedal. This is not coming back. I'm keeping it. It's mine now. Sorry. That being said, take care. Goodbye. I'll see you all soon. Hiero. It's Hiero effects.